Imagine a world where machines outsmart us and then turn against us. That sounds like a movie, right? Well, Elon Musk and Sam Altman are betting billions that this is our future. Time magazine says they're facing an Oppenheimer moment, building AI so powerful it could change everything or end it all. Are we ready for this? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Zeus, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time coming to the channel, just know I greatly appreciate you. Why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe? We are on our way to 2,000 subscribers. So today's topic is the future of artificial intelligence. You guys know I'm really big into artificial intelligence. A lot of my previous videos, I do dive into the topic. But today, or I believe yesterday, Time Magazine, they dropped an article about how Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and a lot of the leaders in the AI space are facing an Oppenheimer moment. And it's got me thinking about, where exactly is this technology taking us? Are we on the brink of a revolution, or is it more so of a disaster? We're talking Elon Musk, Sam Altman, and the race to build superhuman AI. Plus, what it all means for you and me. So stick around because it's going to be a wild ride. If you're new here again, subscribe and let's get it started. So, what's the Oppenheimer moment all about? So, the article essentially draws a parallel between today's AI leaders and J. Robert Oppenheimer, the guy who led the creation of the atomic bomb. So, just like Oppenheimer's team unleashed a world changing and world threatening technology, people like Elon of Grok and XAI and Sam Altman of OpenAI, they're racing towards something called superintelligence, which is basically AI that's smarter than us humans. Now, what's at stake here? Hundreds of billions of dollars are being poured into this technology. We've seen it time and time again. Again, look at Saudi Arabia and what they're doing. They're trying to build an AI city, right? So you have CEOs all across the board predicting that within 4 years, AI could outdo us as at the most cognitive jobs. So writing, coding, even strategizing. And Google's Sundar Pichai, he calls AI the most profound technology humanity is working on. So it's bigger than fire or electricity. But where things get a little bit dicey is Musk says that there's a 20% chance AI could wipe us out, as in, total annihilation of the human population. And, Altman, he's called it the greatest threat to humanity in the past. And yet they're both charging full speed ahead with these endeavors into AI. Why? Because it's not just about innovation, it's about who's going to get there first. Think about the money, you guys. Think about it. So let's try to break this down, right? This Time article, it highlights a split in the AI world, right? On one side, you've got people like Elon who've been screaming about the risks of AI for years. He said it's like summoning the demon, and he's not wrong to actually worry about it. But imagine a AI that's actually smarter than all of us with no off switch, deciding it doesn't need humans anymore, right? We've seen so many different sci-fi movies about that very thing. Think of Skynet from Terminator. You know what I mean? But it's a real or even iRobot with Will Smith. It's a real concern for a lot of experts say. And then Altman, he's a little bit more optimistic. So with OpenAI is the foundational base for a lot of large language models. So it's open source, meaning that a lot of people can just go there, use the source, use it as a foundation, and then build on top of it. So he is kind of letting people more freely have access to OpenAI and having them be able to create their own AIs, if they choose, right? So he's really looking at it from like the point of view of pushing it and trying to build it as fast as he can, or literally anyone building it as fast as they can, arguing that AI could solve huge problems like finding cures to disease or tackling climate change. But a lot of critics, like Margaret Mitchell from Hugging Face, they point out a flaw. If AI is so brilliant, it, it, if AI is so brilliant, it can fix the world. Why wouldn't it be clever enough to outsmart our controls? Right? And that's a fair question. And the article doesn't give us an easy answer. What's wild is that both Musk and Altman signed a statement in 2023 saying AI extinction risk is up there with pandemics and nuclear war. Yet they're still racing each other and China and Saudi Arabia to build it. It's like they're saying this could destroy us, but let's do it anyway. All right. So, like I said, it gets bigger than just Musk and Altman. The article points to a geopolitical angle. If America slows down on AI, China might take the lead. There was just an article that just came out that just said that China had just found a super computer, and I'll post a screenshot of that article as well, saying that it's like a super fast computer that nothing's going to be able to stop it, essentially, right? So China's really trying to take the lead as well. So imagine an authoritarian regime with a super intelligent AI creating weapons that we can't counter or hacking our systems overnight. Dario Amodi from Anthropic, who's made the cloud AI, he says it's a knife edge decision. If you build it too fast, then we lose control. But then if you build it too slow, then we lose the world. But it's not just nations, it's companies too. OpenAI, XAI, Grok, Google DeepMind, China's DeepSeek, they're all in this race. And the article suggests some CEOs might be kidding themselves about controlling superintelligence. Max Tegmark, a physicist quoted here, compares it to Oppenheimer watching the military take his bomb away. So are these tech titans about to lose the reins of their own creation? And if they do, who's accountable? It's not going to be them because they're not elected officials, right? They're in the private sector. So that's a gap in the story that I find pretty alarming. We're trusting billionaires with humanity's future, and that feels a little shaky. And that's why a lot of people, are, feel unease with the way the world is right now. Now, if we try to get critical, the Time article does a great job of laying out the stakes, but it's really light on solutions. It name drops the Oppenheimer moment when, which is cool and it's dramatic, but it doesn't really grapple how we can avoid a catastrophe. Both Elon Musk and Sam Altman, obviously they're visionary geniuses in their own right. They've created a lot of great things, yet there's a little whiff of hubris. You know what I mean? Those 20% annihilation odds that Elon talks about, that's literally 1 in 5. And if Altman's push for speed feels reckless when you consider Open AI's own chaos last year, because he got fired last year and then rehired in like a week. So here's my honest take, right? We need more than CEOs calling the shots. Where's the public in this? Shouldn't we have a say in whether we roll the dice on super intelligence? And what about ethics? Like, who decides what AI should prioritize? Right? The article is great at hinting at these questions, but it doesn't dig in and try to find solutions. So if we zoom out, AI obviously can be extremely incredible, extremely beneficial. Imagine it solving poverty or predicting natural disasters and being able to stop them. But it could also amplify inequality, disrupt jobs, or worse. So this isn't just about Elon or Sam. It's about us. Are we okay with the future where a handful of tech bros essentially hold the keys to something this powerful? I don't know if I am. That's why I'm telling everybody, find some way of learning a little bit of programming, learning a little bit of coding, because people say AI can build the code and they're not going to need coders. But people always seem to forget that you actually need people to code the AI in order to code. So coders, developers, programmers, they are still going to be essential. But that's my breakdown right now of AI's so-called Oppenheimer moment. It's a lot to chew on, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you trust Elon or Sam with all of this? Should we slow down or speed up our endeavors with AI? Drop a comment below if you like this deep dive. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who you think needs to hear it. We'll keep exploring big ideas like this. So hit subscribe and ring that bell notification for more. It's You and I Verse for a reason. Information, application, execution. Until next time.